Hi, I'm gonna try to be a good YouTuber today and take the opportunity to capitalize on the fact that I'm gonna put on some makeup to film a Get Ready With Me and just get you up to date on some of the things that I'm gonna be doing in the last couple of months and why I haven't shown my face in these parts in the past couple of weeks. Part of that is because I've been putting my makeup collection series up over the past month or so. So yeah, that doesn't include my face that much, but the last time I filmed a video where I was featured was my Sunset Blush video before the Miami Grand Prix. We will talk about the last 3 races because things happen in Miami, things happen at Imola, things happen at Monaco. Don't worry, that's coming, okay? It is not lost on me that F1 is finally getting interesting again. It's not lost on me, but that's not what we're doing today. Today is just gonna be like regular chatting and just what's going on in my life and what's coming up for me in the next few months. If this is your first time here, thank you for joining us. Today is just gonna be a chill one. I have my espresso here, thanks to my husband. And we're just gonna put on some makeup and chat. So I hope that you find this relaxing in this Saturday. I guess it's June 1st today. And you can join me in future videos by subscribing to the channel. So let's just jump into it because again, it's not that big of a deal. It's not gonna be anything crazy, anything fancy. So I'm just trying to decide how I'm gonna play this out. It is finally super hot weather season here in Saudi Arabia, and you know, temperatures are super duper hot, so my skin is screaming for hydration. So to that end, I'm using my old Marc Jacobs Blurfection Blurring Coconut Face Primer, mainly because I'm gonna be using a mattifying tinted moisturizer, and I feel like when I'm wearing a mattifying tinted moisturizer, a primer like this one that is like kind of emollient but also has a little bit of like deeper hydration in there helps to kind of balance things out a little bit. So obviously you guys know Marc Jacobs is no longer a brand. They are supposedly, I haven't heard anything since the announcement, supposedly Marc Jacobs is coming back in 2025. We'll see what that looks like. It's gonna come at the hands of Cody, the people that do Kylie and Gucci. And what else does Cody own? I think they own whatever Kim Kardashian's doing now. I'm using the Sephora Matte Perfection Tinted Moisturizer, shade Khaki. And I usually apply it with my fingers. So in the past 2 weeks, let's see, what has been going on? Well, week 1, I was miserably sick, and it's funny because I got sick with the exact same thing last year. It started like just fatigue and headache and feeling kind of run down, and you know, just like you don't really know what's going on, but you definitely don't feel like yourself. And then it moved to like terrible coughing and then a sinus infection. It felt very similar to like the way I felt last year when I got COVID, which was incidentally like almost to the date, same date. And I was like, well, maybe it is COVID. But I went to the doctor, it was a sinus infection. We've been having like pretty strong winds here, which happens around this time of the year, like all the time. So it was just that, I guess. I got some sinus meds. I don't know. I think that maybe it was, you know, tied to the other thing that has been keeping me occupied in the last 2 weeks, which is just the end of the school year. The end of the school year is just bonkers. There's so much to do. There are events and, you know, you have to finish assessments and you have to complete report cards and start thinking about like checkout processes and kids that are leaving and teachers that are leaving and all of that. It's just a very busy time. You find yourself with like kids absent for tournaments and performances, and you know, you realize that you don't have as many instruction days as you thought you did, and you have to start like cutting back on the things that you can do. So it's a big like game of musical chairs, trying to balance things, making sure that like you finish your year of instruction in a way that makes sense, that the kids get enough opportunities to like show what they know and enough time to complete the work. And of course you have your own deadlines to meet with administration, etc. So it's been kind of like a big balancing game, and it always is, especially this time of the year, like when it's the end of the year, it's always like a season of extra hustle. So it's like, you know, you're kind of extra stressed out over that. In our case, we were still trying to kind of put the pieces together for our summer and how we were going to spend time with family. And essentially what's going to happen is that we're going to be splitting time between my family and my husband's family. We're going to spend some time in Texas with my sister, and then some time in California with my other sister. Like the three of us are not going to be together during the summer, and you know, it is what it is. The three of us, I have two older sisters. We haven't been together, the three of us, since like February of 2021 when my mom died. That was the last time that we were together. So, I mean, I know that we absolutely need to find some time, but at the same time, like my sisters have their own lives, I have my own life, and sometimes it's just tricky to like put things together in a way that makes sense for everybody, that everybody can afford, and with the limited time that you have. So like half of my summer is gonna be with my family, and then the other half of my summer is gonna be with my in-laws, which, you know, family is always stressful, I feel like, especially if you live away from them and you spend like a limited amount of time with them. It can get really stressful. There's always like boundaries that are flexible to some people, but they're really not. For the record, I was using like my same Benefit products as usual in my eyebrows, Gimme Brow, and you know, the pencil and the gel, Shade 5. Everything that I use, if it's available, will be linked in the description box. Some of the links that I put in the description box are affiliate links. Just so you know, if you purchase through them, I may earn a small commission. If you do that, thank you for supporting my channel. This is a labor of love for me. This is a creative outlet for me. So just the fact that you're coming over to watch my shenanigans, even if it's for like 2 minutes, it means the world, because this is like something so outside of my comfort zone, but I enjoy it so much that I just love it that people watch, and that overall people are so kind in the comments and generally just excited that I'm here and excited to, you know, be here with me and, you know, just enjoy the common love of makeup that we all have. It continues to be a really, really good experience, and that makes me very happy. That being said, in the next couple of weeks, what's coming up? I just finished editing my eyeshadow palette collection video today. That should be going up shortly. In fact, you'll probably see that before you see this. We'll have a little bit of racing roundup. I have an idea for that where we're gonna dip into my makeup collection. You'll have to see that one. But it will be, again, makeup with a side of F1, or maybe F1 with a side of makeup. Because I know for a fact that there are makeup girlies that are F1 fans. I will keep finding them. I will find you girls. You will become my friends. Yeah, I will find you. I will find you, don't worry. Or you'll find me, hopefully, and we can all enjoy the sport and enjoy the makeup together. I'm hoping. But anyway, if you're here for the makeup, of course, that's the original purpose of this channel. So both things are always welcome. I'm working with the Hourglass concealer just to even out some of the things that are just extra dark on my skin, like my upper lip. I like to add concealer in this area because it's extra dark. And then I have like two spots like almost in the exact same place on my cheeks. So sometimes when they are bothering me a little bit more than usual, I like to add concealer. So yeah, so I'm gonna be, you know, picking up on racing roundups and that kind of thing, but showing you some of like the makeup parallels that I find like usual. And then I'm gonna be doing my summer shop my stash, because if you are not aware, or if you're new here, I live in Saudi Arabia, but my home is in the US, so I'm gonna go spend the summer in the US as per usual, since I am a teacher and we are not in session for the summer. So obviously I'm not gonna take my entire makeup collection with me because that would be insane. And my husband would look at me like I'm a crazy person. It's also way too much. Nobody needs that much makeup for like 6 weeks. So I have to pick what I'm gonna take, and also consider the fact that I'll be bringing some stuff with me that I've ordered over the past year and I just had shipped to the US. So I have to think about that as well. That there are things that I'm not picking from my stash because I will have options over there. So you'll see my shop, my stash coming up. And then I don't know what my filming schedule will look like when I'm in the US. I'll film a haul with like the things that I had ordered that arrived there. So that'll be that. I might film things like my birthday makeup and stuff like that. If you would want to see like a little vlog of my travels, let me know and I might. Since I'm gonna be in like 3 different states. I'm gonna be in Texas, California, and Oregon. So if you wanna see a vlog, if that's content that you'd find interesting, let me know and let me see if I can, you know, kind of arrange that. But I do expect that in the summer, content will slow down a little bit just because, you know, it's gonna be my time to be with family and to see family. So of course, my priority is going to be spending time with them and being present with them. I also need to take classes for work. I have to take I'm taking like 4 different courses for work that are just required. So that's gonna take me some time. They are self-paced. Charlotte Tilbury bronzer. They are self-paced, so I can take my time in a way because I have 3 months to complete them. And just get them done, you know, kind of in my own time and work around my schedule. But it is, you know, it's a time commitment. It is something that takes time when you have to do that kind of stuff in the summer. So I also have to think about that because I don't want to like be in a time crunch where I have to finish the courses in a hurry before I'm back here in early August. And then the other thing that I'm gonna be doing this summer is preparing materials to look for different jobs for the school year 25-26. We've decided that it's very, very likely that this next school year will be our last here in Saudi Arabia, which means that we're gonna need to look for jobs and apply for jobs. And in the space that I work in, which is international schools, this is done very, very, very early, like in the fall. So I'm gonna be doing my full-time job. I'm gonna be applying for new jobs. I'm gonna be running this channel, and I'm gonna be working on my international education courses with my husband. So I'm gonna be a very, very busy girl in the next couple of months, but that's okay. Like a lot of it is stuff that I really wanna do, stuff that I'm interested in doing, and stuff that I think that, you know, it's investments in our future. I decided to go bright pink today for this. I usually like to go a little bit brighter pink on my makeup when I wear blue. This is the LYS Cream Blush in Humble. This is probably the one in the trio that I've used the least. I think this trio is on sale on their website. Their trio of mini cream blushes. So you might wanna check that out. I've linked it in like reels in the last couple of weeks. And I noticed that at least on the Instagram shop, it shows up as on sale. And I mean, LYS is already pretty decently priced compared to like other brands that do cream blushes. So it's like, oh, okay. You know, if you want to try the formula, I think that the minis are a really good value and a pretty decent size. And I think the set is like 3 for $20 or something like that. Not bad, really, not bad. Am I gonna wear highlighter with this? I am debating. I don't know that I'm gonna wear highlighter. I don't know. I don't know. I don't think I will. I think I'm gonna skip the highlighter today. It does look kind of matte, not gonna lie, but I don't know, I'm not mad about it. I'm not mad about it. So sometimes I do feel like, you know, when you live away from family and stuff and you go for visit, or, you know, you're going back home for the summer, etc. Not gonna lie, sometimes it feels like it's work. Especially like when you have aging parents or aging in-laws. Like my in-laws are older, so very often we go home and, you know, we're helping them with stuff and errands and that sort of thing. And it can definitely feel like work. So my husband and I have devised the plan to like take vacations from the vacation. So we do, usually what happens is that we'll like schedule a couple of days at both ends of our summer, or a couple of weeks, it depends. This year we only did a couple of days. We're skipping Europe altogether because of the Euro and the Olympics. We just didn't think it was a good idea, but also we want to see more of the US during the times of the year that we can travel. So we just decided to go to Dubai for a couple of days on both ends of our summer break. So we're gonna be doing that. That's like the first thing that we're doing. I'm trying to think what I'm gonna use for eyeshadow. I'm gonna use my Bobbi Brown eyeshadow stick, mainly because I have very little of it left and I would love to finish it. I mean, I don't know that I'll finish it like, it just broke. Oh my God. I don't know that I'll finish it like by the end of June or anything, but I mean, it would be nice to finish it by the end of 2024. But see, like this is pretty easy. I feel like it goes pretty well with what I'm trying to do makeup wise today, which is not much considering that I've had to do the most, especially at work in the last couple of weeks. So makeup has been actually quite simple in the last couple of weeks. Oh, that's the other video that you're gonna see. I gave myself like a little project with eyeshadows. And those are like my focus eyeshadows for the last month of school. So I started that on May 12th or 13th. I don't remember the exact date. And then I'm gonna finish it on June 13th. So that's the other video that you're gonna see. I'm gonna just tell you what the project was about, kind of my logic behind it, and how did I do? You know, how many uses per palette, final thoughts, like what's the future of each of those palettes in my collection and that sort of thing. What you're seeing me do with this, with my concealer brush, you saw me do it around the bronzer, and now I'm doing it around like this cream eyeshadow, is this thing that I was just watching a video while I was walking at the gym. I was seeing Lisa Eldridge explain that like, if you want your makeup to look really seamless and professional, you should take like after every step, a clean brush. It can be really any brush. So like I'm using my concealer brush, which is not clean really, but the fact that it may have a little bit of concealer left can help with coverage and smoothing out some lines. And so that's her theory, Lisa's theory, that like you can use it for, you know, just kind of blending those lines around your makeup so that it looks more seamless and more professional. I should maybe try that, like actually with one brush per thing. Maybe I should try that in a video at some point and maybe see like what difference does it make in terms of like what the application looks like. I don't know. Excuse me. I don't know. It sounded like a thought-provoking idea. Let's put it that way. I'm gonna use this Kulfi eyeliner. I don't mind this. I think that there are better eyeliners out there. If you want a waterproof eyeliner, I don't think that this is your guy. And I prefer how my Urban Decay applies, and I prefer how my Victoria Beckham applies, but I got this in a Sephora favorite set, and I mean, yeah, it's not my favorite, but it's definitely not the worst eyeliner in the market, I'm sure. It is just, I think the issue is that it's a little creamier than, for example, my Urban Decay, which is what I use most often, but not as malleable as my Victoria Beckham. I think that that's the issue. It's like an in-between formula-wise, with this one, in my opinion, being, I think, a little bit more slippy. Like it doesn't dry down as well, it doesn't stay. as well as those, but it is a good eyeliner in my opinion, the Colfi. I'm open to trying more. I'm gonna finish up with my Tartelette tubing mascara. This is something that I'm just like hate using because I don't particularly think it's that great. Like if you layer it a bunch and you do like 3 or 4 coats, at least on the lashes that I have, because my lashes don't need that much help. I have lashes and they are to an extent visible without mascara. Like I don't need mascara to make my lashes visible. I like mascara and need mascara for the sake of volume, length, thickness, etc. And with this mascara, you just need to do, in my opinion, way too much to achieve those things. There are other mascaras that give you more with fewer coats and even for less money. So this one I'm gonna use, and first of all, this is not the one that I would redeem with the voucher that I got in my Sephora favorites set. And second of all, it's not one that I would repurchase. I'm not really sure that the concept of tubing mascaras is even for me. Like I don't know. Tell me in the comments if you understand tubing mascara. Like what's the point? What is it that makes tubing mascara as revolutionary as people make it sound? I just don't see the big deal. I'm gonna be honest. I don't see what the big deal is with tubing mascaras. I just don't see that they do anything like wow, or yeah. For me, it's just not like, it's just mascara. I just don't think that it's that big of a deal. I feel like the eyes ended up being like more wow, like way more open than I intended for them to be. See, this is one of the things that I don't like about that cream eyeshadow. I feel like it doesn't dry down, it doesn't stay put, so it smears sometimes in different places, and I don't love that. Sorry, I am seeing that I have a highlighter here, but I just think that this is too dark for a highlighter for me to use with the makeup that I have today. It's the Say Glowy Super Gel in Sun Glow, but I just think that that is way too dark for me to use with the makeup that I'm using today. See, yeah, it's way too dark. It's not gonna work. It's really not gonna work. I still feel like this smells straight up like isopropyl alcohol. I kind of hate that about it. And I feel like it doesn't dry. You know, I used this on like a trying to makeup video and I hadn't like updated you on what I feel about it. It's pretty, but I feel like it doesn't dry. It has a weird smell. And on me, I can't use it as a highlighter because it's just way too dark. What I've been doing with it is taking lighter shade foundation and mixing it with it, because then it works like bronzing drops on me. That's how I've been using it. If you want to see me do that in like a get ready with me or in a trying makeup video so that you can see how I do it, let me know in the comments and I can film a reel or a short or something like that so that you can see. But oh, let's do some lip. Do I even have a lipstick here? Good Lord. Do I even have a lipstick? I do, but everything I have is red. Everything I have in front of me is red, and that is not the right vibes at the moment. Okay, so I changed my mind on the highlighter because I'm ridiculous. So I'm gonna be taking my same brush that I use for the blush and applying a little bit of my Beauty Light one in Pinkgasm from Charlotte Tilbury, and just adding it right on top. Oh, I picked quite a bit and now it feels quite wet on my cheeks. Oh, don't know that I love that feeling, but there we go. Okay, even then I feel like it's a little intense, but with setting spray at the end, things will calm down. So I'm not too worried. I'm almost done with this Beauty Light one. As you can see, I've squeezed it quite a bit. But you know, when I use it with a brush, I it stretches the product a little bit. I feel like, but you know, it always makes me happy when I'm finishing a product. And then for lips, I'm actually gonna go with Coral Fixation from the Glow Reviver lip oils from e.l.f. just to not break a little bit of the monochromatic from the pink. But again, all of these read pretty clear on me. The brush that I use for powder to kind of blur some of those lines. There we go. And here comes the lip oil. The lip oil reads clear on me, so it doesn't make a color difference. I've been neglecting my lip oils lately, not gonna lie. I don't know why. No, I do know why. It's because I have a couple of lipsticks that I'm making progress on, and I wanna make sure that I use them before the summer goes into full swing, and then I'm basically just wearing lip oils and lip gloss all the time and make zero progress on my actual lipsticks. That's why I'm doing this. And we're gonna wrap things up with my Benefit the Professional. I'm also almost done with this. I can feel the bottle getting thinner and the spray getting less homogeneous. Whew. But that's it. That's the completed look. I feel like I do this same look pretty repeatedly. My hair is not in the best situation right now because it's wash day and it's still pretty damp, so it's still drying. But this is what we're working with today. Cheeks, rather luminous now with the Beauty Light wand. I bring them kind of high up on my temples. Whatever cheek product I'm wearing, I bring it kind of high up there. Eyes, I'm only using one product, which is that Bobbi Brown shadow stick. Very, very simple, but with just a little bit of sparkle. And then just lip oil on the lips, very easy for on the go. Like I don't have to fuss over reapplying my lipstick or anything like that. Tell me about your summer plans. What are you looking forward to in the summer? Do you work all summer? Do you get any time off during the summer? That's something that, like, as a teacher sometimes is a little hard to remember, is that, you know, not everybody gets the same kind of time off, even though, you know, I'm gonna still be working because I have classes to take during the summer. But tell me about your summer plans. Are you one of those people that go to festivals? Do you go camping? Do you plan outdoor activities? Do you go visit family? Anything at all? Nothing? Life goes on as usual? I would love to hear about your plans for the summer and anything else that is getting you excited and keeps you going in life right now. Thank you once again for joining me in my little adventures with makeup on this channel. Make sure that you subscribe so that you don't miss any of my future videos, and that you like this video if you thought it was helpful, entertaining, or just a nice background noise for whatever you are doing at the moment. I hope you have a wonderful day wherever you are, and I will see you on the next one. Bye-bye.